Okay, my name is Peter Walsh. I'm at Melbourne Support Services out in Mount Everest. So, Neil, what do you do?
Hi, I'm Sally. I'm the Manager of Community Connections here at Melbourne Support Services, and I share the quality role with Serena 2 days a week.
My name is Serena Bunnett and I'm the Manager of Quality, and I coordinate communication and planning at Melbourne.
What is your name, mate?
My name is James Whopper Downey.
Hi everyone, I'd like you to meet my friend Anthony O'Donnell, who lives in a Melbourne accommodation house. You can say hi, Ant.
Hey. The Disability Act 2006 has brought in a lot of changes to services set in Melbourne. Could you elaborate on some of the changes you guys have had to make to meet the act?
Peter, for us at Melbourne, it has been a change in some of the work that we've done around communication. One of the things around our communication is, or around behaviours actually, and I don't even like using the word behaviours, is that if someone is trying to tell us something, and if we're not understanding it and we don't have the right communication supports in place, then they either have one or two things to do. They can either sit back and become submissive and not care because no one's listening, or they can become frustrated and angry. So the first thing that we see if someone's banging a table is not that they're angry. What is it that they want? What is it that we're not helping them receive? What have we missed? So we start asking ourselves the questions around communication. So it's not behaviour first, it's communication first. And that's done us, I believe, at Melbourne, stood us in good stead, basically, because it also changes the way people think about people. So we don't immediately go, oh, well, there's a person with a behaviour of concern. We actually say, this gentleman or this lady, they need this particular communication. They need these tools in order to have a good day. And without them, they can become frustrated. So let's not go there. Let's make sure that they have everything that they need.
Because historically, a person that might have had behaviours of concern was take these tablets, take these tablets, take these tablets because it's going to make my life easier, or it's going to make my shift easier. But actually that's not what it's about. It's about identifying if a person is behaving in a certain way, what is it about their life that they're not happy with, that they're trying to communicate.
If they're not happy, you must find out what they're not happy about. That would be the number one priority.
For each of the people that we support that have complex communication needs, we have what we call a personal communication dictionary. I call it the Bible of communication because it is about what a person's words, vocalisations, noises, actions, inactions mean.
Anthony and you, is Melbourne a quality service? And then Serena and Sally, what do you believe a quality service is?
Jim, are we a quality service?
What is
What is a quality service?
What is a quality service?
Well said.
Well done, Jim.
Well said.
What is a quality service?
Quality service. I think if you hang your hat on the fact that you are a quality service, you'll start rolling backwards down the hill. So I actually think it's about continually checking in with people and making sure that you're doing your best. You might not always do it, and there are lots of things that I always think we could do better in, but it's about making sure that you're trying to be responsive to what people are saying they want and need. But having said that, acknowledge the parameters that you have to work in.
Okay, Ant is actually smiling and laughing now because he's agreeing with what Sally's just said. It is about the right supports. And one of the things that Anthony articulated in a recent meeting was how happy he was with staff, that staff support him to live the life that he chooses. So he tells people what he wants, and we listen, and he does what he chooses. And saying Judy and saying yeah is his way of saying, yep, we've got it right. And you would tell us, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Most definitely.
How does Melbourne support services take people out into the community?
I'd actually like to think that we actually don't take people out into community. What we do is support people to be part of their local community based on their interests, their skills and their connections. And if people have an interest but they don't have the connection, then I see it's our role to support people to make that connection with community so that they become an integral part of their community.
Community means many things to many people. So first of all, it's we know people, the people that we support well, and having the relationships with people, and then understanding what community means to them. So community for some people might be the community of the house in which they live or their family, but it also might be just their neighbourhood. It doesn't necessarily need to be a bigger town. It's a whole range of things, and it's what people want. And Anthony's agreeing with me, I can hear him.
To a single job, I kind of a lifestyle facilitator.
It's
Not a lot. Well, maybe we are lifestyle facilitators when you think about it, because we support people to understand things in language that makes sense to them. We support people with planning so that they can go and do what they want to do in life and what they're saying they want to do in life. And then we try and provide the right support to a person so that they can achieve all of that, to have a life that is what they want. So maybe we are lifestyle facilitators, I don't know.
We come from a group of people to people with disabilities. We come from disabled people to people with disabilities. Do you think terminology is important, and why?
Terminology actually defines culture, because if you haven't got the right terminology, you've generally got a pretty shoddy culture. Melbourne works really hard at trying to get the right terminology that actually depicts the culture that we've got. We actually don't refer to people with disabilities, we actually refer to as people. We're all people, we just have different levels of support that we all need.
Part of our terminology at Melba is that we took our terminology and the words that we use in our everyday work to our Melba Advisory Group, which Anthony is a part of. And with Anthony and the other group members, we put words up such as, a feeder, if someone has a towel around their neck, what do they want to call that? Is it a feeder? Is it a napkin or a serviette? So each person talked about the words that they want to hear staff say. So, yep, Anthony's agreeing with me. So now we have words that we don't use at Melba, and some of those are feeder, nappies. And things like, instead of taking someone somewhere, we're actually going with someone. Instead of, putting wheelchairs on a bus, we talk about, well, we're helping Anthony go out in the bus rather than putting a wheelchair on a bus. So we're very diligent, and staff pick each other up when they use the wrong words.